So now, uh, you are might be first time in the CRM. You started working on the CRM, and now you thinking how to start working on the CRM. So the work on the CRM will start from adding a lead into your CRM. Okay, now what is lead? A lead could be anyone. In this world, if you have the name of the person, their email ID, and their contact number, then you can add anyone as the lead in your CRM. Basically, lead is a database. So, where you are going to search for the customer whom to contact or whom not to contact. So, for that, every CRM they have a database system where you can put all the contact name. Who so that where you are putting those contact name, that's called as lead. Now, every contact start with lead, or every CRM start with lead. With the time, a lead convert to prospect. Prospect means they are interested, or they are shown their interest in your product or services. Once they shown their interest into the product or services, we convert them into the prospect. And once they converted into the prospect, after some sales negotiation, either they agree or disagree to get your product or services. So once they agree to get your product or services, we do convert them into the client. Right now, uh, when we convert them into the client doesn't means that immediately they are agreed to buy your product. Now, in that phase, there are different segment. Anyhow, this is not a discussion about those segments, but this is the discussion. We are discussing this thing, how to add a lead into your CRM. So when you are going to add a lead into your CRM, again, it starts with the your CRM. Once you log into your CRM, there you will find this window, right? After getting into this window, what you need to do, you need to go to the CRM, and there you need to go to the contact. So once you get into the contact, after getting into the contact, you will find a long list. There is a huge list of the contacts. So after the list is open, you can add a contact. Okay, add a contact. Now you may ask me that recently I was speaking about lead, and here it is mentioned as a contact. Now every contact, it has three phases, that is lead, then prospect, and then client, what we can see in the latter stage. So now, either you can click on this contact, and then you can click on add contact. Otherwise, you can directly click on this plus sign, which is right beside contacts in the menu. If you are clicking this one, this plus sign, or if you are clicking this add contact, in both the case, the result will be same. You will be getting this form. Now, out of this form, what you need to do, you need to fill up this form. Okay. So when you are filling up this form, you need, here you can find it is lead, prospect, and client, under which category you want to put them. When now, as I said, we are going to put them first in the lead area. Here you need to fill up the prefix, Mr. or Mrs., then first name, last name, their primary email address, uh, coordinator, who is going to coordinate. Okay, then assign to salesperson, who is the salesperson going to handle it. Then you are coming into the next phase, company. Okay, so the company is where from you have receiving this, or who has referred it to you. Correct. So this is how you can go for the company. Next, in the next phase, email marketing list is not required, event template is not required, tags right at this moment is not required. But let me tell you, email marketing list is something which is handled by the internet digital marketing team. They will get this list from the email. They will get the list from this email marketing list, and they will coordinate with them accordingly. Event template, what are the event is going to happen. So normally here it is, going to happen in that way. Whoever is uh, the name what you are assigning here, the salesperson, the same event template you need to find over here. Like if you are selecting a salesperson like Yamuna, so you need to find the event template in the name of Yamuna, right? So this is what you need to do. Tags is not required. Title, it is background information. Background information. When you are writing a background information, be careful. This background information is about the client or about your lead, what they do, from which background they are, basically what he is actually trying to convey the message, that kind of thing. It is never as your sales reporting. If you are writing what you have done, you are sending an email or blah blah blah, don't put up all these things into background information. Then their primary contact number and their complete address. Now it is managed by is always the team leader. So who is managing the lead? So when you are writing, like if it is a might be it is Shailaja, Shekhar, or someone. So every phases it will be changing. Like when it is under sales process, right at this moment Shailaja is managing those leads, because all the salesperson they are reporting to Shailaja. When it is goes to the next phase or in the processing phase, the team need to update it again. Now here it is applicant's date of birth. Then coming to the next phase, the highest qualification, applicant's experience, applicant's years of experience, applicant's passport number, with, so you need to fill all this table. Now which tables are particularly star marked, you need to pay a special attention to those. These are mandatory. Without filling up this field you could not go through. If you want to submit, definitely you will get a error message that these fields are not filled up. So until and unless these fields are not filled up properly, it won't store into the system. It will give you a error message. So be careful about that. Like here you can see the first name, last name, these are not available. Okay, so once you are done with this thing, then only your data will be updated into the CRM. Until and unless you are not doing all these things, it is not updated. Now, uh, in this context, I would like to tell you, sometimes it happens like you got the contact number of a person and you are filling those data into the contact number. But before doing this thing, if you are putting a little more effort, like going into the Truecaller and searching for the uh, little details about that person, it will be easy for you for a better communication, because a communication always goes better when you know the person little more. And until and unless you know about the person, it never possible to crack a deal. So concentrate on gather more and more information before your first communication. That is important. Thank you.